And I'm with now the man who wrote the check and said yes, CEO Russ Cox. On the stage today, you led sort of a rally. It's time, you said.
It's absolutely time. And there's no better time than now. This is the perfect time for us to begin to make a difference, to turn a corner, to start looking at healthcare differently in our community.
I got to ask you about this 2017 story. Corinza Townsend and another woman are waiting outside a men's room for you to come out. And they say, we need a hospital in West Louisville. Did they just hit you out of the blue? And why did you listen at that moment?
The other young lady was Kirsty Matzik. And she, as fate would have it, is now CEO of the Shawnee Clinic. So she's still doing great things, even though they're not with Norton Healthcare for service to West Louisville. So yes, Corinza and Kirsty, good friends. Thank goodness. I had to go to the bathroom that day in that meeting. They waited for me outside of the restroom and said, we've got an idea. We'd like to talk to you about this.
But you listened to them. Why in 2017? We hadn't had the protest movement in 2020 yet. It was way before that.
You know, data doesn't lie, Doug. A 2016 report to our community about health and the statistics around health told us that there were great disparities in our community. You've heard about the life expectancy being 10 to 12 years. Now it's 15 years. We heard about 3 times incidence rate on cancer. We heard about things that were just unacceptable based on your zip code as opposed to your genetic code. So we had begun to think about how do we solve these problems, and it seemed like the best solution was access. It seemed like being in a community as opposed to being close to a community was the best way to make that difference.
How'd you convince your board? Did the finance people push back on you and say, wait a second, you want to invest where?
Absolutely not. And this was one of those where everyone agreed that we were going to look at an ROI in a different way when it came to Norton West Louisville Hospital. We were going to look at the ROI from how can we change these abhorrent health statistics? How can we invest in a way that helps people's lives in a different way? We've always had the opportunity to figure it out financially, to figure out how we pay for these things. And when you do the good work for the right reasons, good things happen.
So it's a preventive care hospital. You want to be the intervener, catch people before their problems get a lot worse. It's 20 rooms here, so you're not looking at long stay, are you, for folks?
We aren't. As a matter of fact, we're going to do everything we can to keep you out of those 20 beds. We think that having the clinic inside the hospital, having primary care, having specialty clinics in there, is going to be a way that we help people find the path to wellness. Our goal is to keep you out of those hospital beds. Our goal is to form a relationship with you where you'll regularly come in and visit us, have that blood pressure check, get those blood sugar levels checked, do all the things we can to keep you out of the hospital and living a better life.
What did you think when the surveys came back from the residents who said, hey, look, we want a Norton hospital that's equivalent to the one out in the East End, the one at Audubon. We want equity. We want basic human right needs, health care.
It absolutely made sense to me, because why would you get a different kind of hospital here? Now, what you do deserve is a different model of care. What you do deserve is a contemporary way to look at how we take care of you, because we should be looking at things like keeping you out of hospital beds. We should be looking at forging a relationship that builds trust. You know, so much of what we're dealing with is that trust has not been established through the years with so much of an underserved population. And we need to have permanency around location that allows us to form those relationships. And they absolutely need the exact same kind of hospital.
As we wrap up, what's going to be running through your mind Monday when the first patient comes in?
A whole lot of gratitude. A whole lot of gratitude to a lot of people who have made this happen. When you look at the Renee Murphys, the Corinza Townsends, you talked to Abra earlier, when you think about the community that has embraced this, that has given us direction, when you think about all of the elected officials who are here today, who are so supportive. So gratitude is going to be the first thing. The second thing is going to be, let's get it right.
Well, and as you said, it's time, and congratulations to you for giving it the green light. Russ Cox,
thank you so much.
The CEO of Norton and the proud representative for Norton West Louisville Hospital. Connie?